Good evening, everybody. My name is RJ. I will be the DM tonight. We are going to be playing a one-shot that I've come up with called Chromesthesia. Before we get started, I have a couple thank yous I'd like to give out. First and foremost, massive, major thank you to Cass, who you guys know as Whirlwind Mindset, for letting me use their characters, letting me use their deities, listening to me come up with this entire ridiculous adventure, and helping me build it as well. So, major props to them for that. I'd like to thank my players for coming to join me on this adventure. You guys are all fantastic, and you're kind of my guinea pigs, so I apologize in advance. And finally, I'd like to thank the audience for listening both live and later on YouTube. You guys are fantastic, and I love you all.
We love you, RJ!
So, players, would you like to introduce yourselves from the top?
Hi, I'm Avi. I waved at the microphone even though nobody can see me. I will be playing Arata Satomi, who is a real kind based on Joker from Persona 5.
It's okay, that's valid.
I love that idea.
It's okay. We all have a crush on Joker at some point.
I'm not.
Hero.
Sorry, I like Persona 5.
Entirely valid. Alrighty, no.
Hi, I'm Dawn. Say what? Oh, never mind. Hi, I'm Dawn. I'm going to be playing Karma, a Muppet-born chameleon who has reversible sequence scales. He's going to turn invisible a lot.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Cool, Hazard.
Hello, everyone. I'm Hazard 100, but you can call me the Hatter. And my character I'll be playing today is Franklin Claywurst of the House of Claywurst. But you can call him Frank. He's a Toonkind stop-motion character with a very Tim Burton vibe to him.
Amazing.
Nice.
Terucat.
Hi, I'm Terucat, and I'll be playing Sockhop, the UPA and tiny. He's just a little bunny who just kind of stares at you from a mile away. He's really cute. I love him so much. I want to hold him like Hamburg.
We all want to hold him like Hamburg.
We all love Sockhop.
Baby.
Oh,
Now that we've met our players, let's meet the story, shall we? So, the four of you have been hired by a noble house, the House of Vox. They reside in the north of Pixar Protectorate, somewhat near to the Ranger Mountains there. Their youngest member, a cleric by the name of Tessa, has had a vision they've received from the deity their house worships, Prismatone. They have been told of a temple in the mountains, hidden someplace, that they must go and restore. So, because the House of Vox loves their members and doesn't want to see them dead, you four have been hired to escort Tessa to the temple, and watch over them as they mark out a path to it, and retrieve any items for immediate restoration.
I imagine, for Frank's case, the House of Vox and the House of Claywurst are very close, and both respect their individual deities.
Well, that explains how you got here. How'd the rest of you get here?
Arata's just looking for some part-time money. He's just a 17-year-old traveling around. He needs pocket change.
That's basically Karma's deal too, honestly. He's been in a bit of a pickle here lately. He recently quit a job and is now trying to figure out what he's supposed to do with himself. So he just took on the first thing he could find.
For Sockhop's case, he's just kind of like Avi's character. He's looking for money, and it's because of the fact that he's old enough. By the way, I don't know his age, but he's to get a job, and and he wants to help support his clown foster family.
Fantastic. So, you four and Tessa, have all spent the last 2 days traveling to the mountain range, where Tessa was told the temple was situated. The journey's been fairly easy. You've all had a chance to get to know each other. Tessa, you found out, is somewhat young. They're only 23, but she is she's very invested in her deity. Is there anything you would have done over the 2 days?
I imagine Frank would also talk about his deity, the deity known as the hands, the force that all Hawson sort of follow in, like especially the House of Claywurst, and the fact that the hands are basically what causes movement and physics in this world.
You guys have that one too, huh?
Pardon?
Cause
Yes, we do. We all have a god we follow.
The only one
Never
I
really
follow is myself. And then Arata just dabs.
aside from the whole dabbing thing, yeah, that sounds about right.
Sockhop just pulls out a flyer from his hammer space, and it's about the fairy godmother.
Interesting. And Frank sort of grabs it and sort of folds it and puts it in his pocket. That's very interesting. And, having a deity is not a bad thing. You learn a lot.
It is.
Listen,
It is.
man, Arata's had a bad experience with deities in the past.
It is perhaps
So-
not for everyone.
Sockhop just continues to bounce in place.
And while Frank just sort of struts very mechanically, like he's very stiff in his movements, and just is sort of has his hand behind his back as he listens into the group's conversation.
Alrighty.
Karma
I-
is absolutely rolling his eyes at you, at Frank.
I feel like over the past 2 days, the group would have discovered that Arata has an animal companion in the shape of a cat that lives in his bag.
That's the
Nice.
cutest thing, dude.
Sockhop is a little scared because the cat is still much bigger than him.
The cat doesn't leave the bag very often. Not to mention, Arata, continuously talks to... The cat's named Genie. And sometimes it sounds like he's having a full conversation with Genie, so...
Fair enough. So,
What color is
So
cat?
you're just weird.
Hang on, give me a second. Fuck. I have a picture of Genie. He's a black cat with a white snout. Give me a second.
He's got a white snoot.
well, while you find that, the morning of the third day comes, and you are now at the site where Tessa was told the temple would be. But there's no temple. It's just still mountain. I would like you all to roll a perception check, please.
Oh boy.
My perception is +3.
What is Tessa's
Roll of the game, guys. Let's
First
do
roll of the
this.
game, big money, no whammies. Holy crap!
Karma is good at sneaking and seeing. That is his thing.
Oh no! We got a nat 1!
Oh, no.
Alrighty, so that's a 19 from Karma. That's a 27 from Karma. Sorry, that's just do a 10 from Tessa, 11 from names gone.
Sockhop.
Sorry, Sockhop.
Sockhop.
And a nat 1 from
From Arata!
From Arata. Oh boy. So it's actually only
Looking the
Karma
opposite
who sees it.
direction.
It's actually only Karma who notices. That's slightly hilarious. Karma, you and you alone just hear this faint noise on the edge of your hearing, and as you focus more on it, you... What languages do you speak?
Common, and a couple of Muppet ones, and Primordial.
I straight cannot find your languages on your sheet. There you are. Okay, so... You recognize it as Grolix. Just very faintly.
I don't speak that at all.
You would have heard it spoken in Ninequell before, but you don't necessarily understand it. You just recognize that it is indeed Grolix. Do you point it out to the others?
Yeah. Hey, anybody else hearing the beeping and the weird signs?
What weird signs, my dear friend?
The stuff you toons do whenever you're cursing. You know that.
Now that it's been pointed out to all of you, you can all hear it.
Yeah, I hear it.
Does anyone understand it?
All tunes.
Tunes. I'm pretty sure you understand it.
And Frank sir listens in, and so, listens into this bleeping noise. What does he hear?
It's Grolix. It's too quiet for you to make out what exactly is being said, but you can hear it. And
I can't truly hear what it's saying, but it's certainly Grolix.
Sockhop, he's gonna summon up his mage hand, hop onto the little mage hand, and kind of try to get a good view of where the sound might be coming from.
so, as you lift yourself up in your mage hand, you still don't see anything, but you notice as you're flying back and forth, as you go in a particular direction, it starts to get slightly louder.
Yeah, Sockhop is gonna follow it.
Are the rest of you following along?
Yeah, gonna follow the sock. The sock knows what they're doing.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. So there's a little bit
Sockhop
of...
is adorable and
Say again?
Sockhop is adorable and Arata is following him.
Fair enough. There's a little bit
Frank
of...
is also falling in front.
There's a little bit of hot-cold playing as you try to pinpoint the exact location of the sound. But within...
I forgot to mention, as Sockhop is being held by the mage hand is covering his ears.
Fair enough.
Pinky and the thumb.
It is not legal for him to listen into this profanity.
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard!
Oh my god!
Allowed to listen to cursing.
So...
I love that.
No!
Hilariously, as you get closer, all the toons in the party, and everyone who speaks Grolix in the party, you pinpoint the location after about a few minutes to a cluster of rocks, and as you get close, the Grolix becomes intelligible. It's not cursing. It's this indescribably rich voice, quietly murmuring, "Close your eyes, open your ears." Over and over again.
Close your eyes.
Oh, whoops, Sockhop did the opposite.
Arata takes off his glasses.
Now this is strange, Frank says, looking at the at the pile of rocks. And so gently pokes it with his metallic hand.
It feels solid. Wait, are you looking at it while you do this?
Yes.
It feels solid.
What exactly is it saying? All I'm hearing is the growlix.
It says, "Close your eyes, open your ears." And Frank, deciding to listen to the pile of rocks advice,
Yeah,
closes his eyes. Instead of closing an eyes like normal people, he actually takes off his eyes, which are actually like these yellow lenses, and puts them in his hammer space.
That's terrifying and delightful. I love that. Is your hand still on the rock?
Wow, I hate everything about that.
Yeah, my hand is on the rock.
So, as you take out your eyes, your hand just drops. Like there's nothing there.
Well, this is curious.
The rest of you see his hand just phase through the rock.
That's cool.
Sockhop is
I'm gonna do
now
something really
going
impulsive.
to take his mage hand fingers out from his ears, and the fingers are gonna cover his eyes.
Arata's gonna close his eyes and jump into the rocks.
Yeah, no,
Those
no
of you-
hesitation, just...
Those of you with your eyes still open, you see Arata just jump through the rock. Like it's not even there.
Yeah. Sockhop is gonna precariously float forward with his eyes covered.
And Frank is going to follow suit.
Alright, so you all walk through. Like there's nothing there. The whispering goes away once you've passed through, and you can tell that's when you pass through. Did you open your eyes?
Don't
Yeah.
like doing that. Don't like doing that.
Frank sort of pulls out his eyes and puts them back onto his face, which kind of like they seem to like stick on like Velcro.
Like that even less. Ugh.
I
Sockhop
really
is-
don't like that.
Weird, but I call it normal.
Sockhop is gonna continue covering his eyes, and he's going to stick really close to Arata because he cannot see, and he'd prefer not to float aimlessly.
Even if you open your eyes, you still see nothing. It is pure black. Tessa, as she walks through, her shield clangs against the rock. And suddenly, the space around you lights up in rainbow as the sound travels through what is apparently a cave in front of you.
Yo, holy shit.
You see it travel through in waves before it hits what looks like a door in the brief flash of light that it glows up before coming back your way as the sound echoes.
Dear friend, I suggest you close your eyes.
Karma's gonna actually close their eyes, poke his head back out the rock, and tell Tessa, hey, close your eyes and come through.
Oh, Tessa has already fooled you through.
Oh, never mind then.
She's currently just staring in awe at the rainbow.
Sockhop's eyes are still closed because nobody told them to open their eyes.
Hey, Sockhop, you can open your eyes now.
Sockhop opens eyes. It's a little bleary. Sockhop was very close to falling asleep.
You hear another clang of metal shield against rock as Tessa taps the rock wall again. And again, the rainbow flashes through, and you see her eyes widen, her hair also changing rainbow at the same time. And she says, I had heard of such puzzles, but I never thought they'd be this beautiful.
All is beauty in this world. in a world of light and colors and shapes and sounds. It is truly magnificent.
Arata's walking to the door.
That's rather profound. Tessa will follow Arata. Are you all walking?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. So you get to the door. You go to push it. It's a stone door. It's heavy. I would need you to make an athletics check.
Looks at my +0 and
Wait. You said athletics?
Yep.
-1, baby. Let's go.
yeah!
Actually, Sockhop, I'm afraid I'm not gonna let you do it, because you are tiny, and this thing is, like, 20 times your height, dude.
Alright. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna push his face against the rock in hopes that he's helping.
Oh. 15? Is anyone
That's
helping out with that?
That's a raw 15, my dudes.
And that is a raw 14.
The real obstacle of this entire thing, getting through a door. Alright. So, Arata, you go up and you push the door and it's heavy. It is so heavy and you're like, and then Frank comes along and you're both pushing. He's like, and then,
Look at my foot!
and then Karma just comes along and gives it a shove, and you both fall through the doorway as it just opens.
Frank is literally like a tree when he falls. So, sort of like, clunk, 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 clunk. He's literally inherits the plank pose as he falls. Well, you're certainly stronger than you look.
I work out.
So,
I guess we're not immune to
now that you're
pratfall.
inside, I can send this.
Oh yeah, when Sockhop falls, when he lands, it just makes a bunch of squeaking noises.
So,
I love Sockhop so much.
when you open the doors, you
I would
enter.
lay down my life for
Mood. When you open the doors and you stand up from where you'd fallen, you see that you're now in this brightly lit room. There's what appears to be some kind of magical skylight above you, with a shimmering, faint barrier encapsulating it, preventing any weather from getting through, that bathes the whole room in faintly rainbow light. The stone of the mountain that this has been carved out of has been polished to a shine. In the center, you see what you guess must have been some kind of central statue that has been destroyed, resting on a plinth in what looks like to be the base of a fountain. There's stairs to the far end of the room, flanked by 2 doors, and a third door off to the left.
Frank's going to examine the light barrier of light and sort of see what exactly is this magic. Oh, Arcana check, right?
Sure.
Let me just get that up.
In the meantime, can the rest of you all roll perception, please?
Alright.
20. So, you take a look at the... Holy crap, Karma. Right, so Arcana check first. You take a look, and you can see it's some kind of enchantment designed to allow the natural light in while keeping a barrier from the elements. It's nothing particularly fancy, but it's nothing particularly basic either.
Indeed.
Sockhop, you're still entranced by the rainbow light. You don't notice much, but
Sockhop wants to eat it.
I
Karma,
suggest you don't.
Karma, you and Arata both notice on the far side of the room, leading up the stairs, there's what looks to be black marks. Not like something's been dragged, but like something traversed there and left a residue, an imprint of some kind.
Karma's gonna go over there and actually investigate that.
Are you just walking over there?
Yeah.
There's something over there.
Roll me an investigation check.
Ooh, this was not my good one.
Oof.
Not my good one.
Okay, you go over there. Your footsteps echoing loudly through the room. You all notice as they walk across the room, the acoustics in this place are fantastic. It's like a concert hall in here. Anyway, you walk across the room, your footsteps echoing around, and you kneel down, you poke it a little bit, get some black gunk in your fingers, like, ugh, you just wipe it off onto the stone. Yeah, you have no idea what it is.
Can I roll investigation? Arata's gonna walk over there and
Frank is also going to examine this stone.
Okay, go roll investigation checks. Actually, Frank, roll Arcana.
that's a modified.
Crap, dude. Oh, but Frank has no idea what this is.
F.
That's a number one. That's I'm sorry, Chief. but but
If
Arata,
any thing is covered in mud, so it's hard to tell.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Are there like still rocks like lighting up into rainbows, or is this mostly
the cave behind you, from the sound of everything that's happening in the room that you're now in, is still lighting up as the sound bounces through. But the room you're in itself is not lighting up by a rainbow. It's just the natural light coming through the barrier is being faintly tinted.
is there any rocks from that cave that are also lighting up?
I mean, yeah, there's
In
a
that
couple
cave?
pebbles on the floor.
Can Sockhop eat one?
Eat?
Yes. Yes. Can Sockhop eat one?
Eat
Uh,
it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it.
Go ahead and roll. What the hell even roll would this be? Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw. Okay, better than I expected. You float over and you hop off your hand close to the floor and you go to take a bite out of one of the rocks. It's a rock. Ow. You don't chip a tooth, surprisingly, but you're just gnawing on a rock.
Tiny rainbow rock.
Frank sort of pulls Sockhop off of the rock and says, "You know you shouldn't put rocks in your mouth."
Frank is on the other side of the room at the moment. No
Sorry,
one else
no
is
one
there but Sockhop.
So-
Tessa's joined you all over there.
Sockhop is gonna walk back into the room, just munching on some rock.
What have you got there?
I believe she had rocks.
Why are you eating a rock?
Munch.
It's good, guys. You need minerals in your diet. Come on.
Karma is now doing the no spit out thing that you do with a cat whenever it gets something it shouldn't.
And Frank sort of just takes away the rocks from Sockhop, like, you know you shouldn't be eating rocks. It's not really healthy.
So, are you all now congregated on the stairs on the far side of the room?
Yeah.
Sounds like it, yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy.
You all hear this strange kind of skittering noise. Almost like claws on rock. Arata, what is your armor class? Oh, doesn't matter.
Don't like
Roll
that
the one.
thief. It's 14.
Roll the one. You Arata, you look up just in time to dodge out of the way as this two-headed monster lunges out at you from the top of the stairs. I'd like you all to roll initiative.
Got a situation!
Oh dear.
Nice
Oh.
job, Arata.
Plus 10?
You gotta get alert. You gotta get alert.
This
Oh
this
my
this
God.
whole build is just designed to be good at noticing things, and that means not getting spooked when the thing jumps at you.
I just rolled a
Oh,
1!
you're a dread hunter. God damn it. Okay, alright, this is fine. Alright, if I can get you all to read out your scores really quick.
6.
1 plus 1.
Okay, whoa, so, Jesus. Okay, so we got a 6, a 13. Okay. Karma's going first. Karma's
This
definitely
is
going
so
first.
sad. This is so sad.
Oh, what was the creature like?
Alright,
Karma, Death Dog.
well, having seen that
6
thing
is the
hop
next
out
one.
of nowhere.
This is so
Like-
sad. DJ Moves play Battle of 42.
Okay, so, Karma, you've just seen this beast come out of seemingly the top floor and attempt to attack one of your party members. What do you do?
Just real fast, like, yelping and throwing a hunter's mark on it so I can keep track of it,
Okay.
and jumping back, pulling out my bow and shooting it real fast.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll your attack.
3. No, wait, that's a 20.
That's a natural 20! Are you
That's a
kidding me?
crit.
Oh my god. Okay, go ahead and roll your damage. So your bow, what, is it longbow? You said longbow, right?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and roll, go ahead and roll your d8, double it, and do the same for your hunter's mark die. Don't double the modifier from your dex.
Damn. Karma's gonna have some lasting back problems with how much she's carrying the team.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 3 times 2 is 6, plus 3 is 9. Go ahead and roll your hunter's mark damage as well.
What was that? That's a 6.
Also, I will say, because this thing is in melee with Arata, you get sneak attack on this.
Yeah.
Oh hell! I don't
So
even know how to run
that's
that.
9 plus 6, which is 15.
Plus a
Roll a
D6.
d6 for your sneak attack. Oh my god! You just dealt 27 damage in a single hit! Good Christ, okay.
As a child.
What did you do to get Lady Luck to love you?
This is my first game here. She apparently blessed me.
Again, it's a matter of,
Alright.
I just think it's neat.
The
So
gods
how much
choose their
damage did I say that was?
favorites.
27?
I believe that's what you said. Yeah.
Well then, okay. The next up is the Death Dog. This two-headed bitch, doesn't like being shot. But Arata is currently the one within melee with it. So, what is...
Ha! I'm in danger.
You are in danger. Does that hit? 13?
It does not.
Alright. Does a 23 hit?
You're cheap! Oh!
Okay. Oh, that's not the right dice. Let's do this the right dice, shall we? Okay, you take 4 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Ah.
Damn, if only I was a bard.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Like,
This thing's mouth smells disgusting. And you think you might have picked something up. but you think you shrug it off pretty well.
Ugh.
So, Arata, it is your turn.
Has anybody ever told you to brush your teeth, dude?
It just snarls at you.
That's weird. Who's next?
You.
Oh shoot!
You can
I
do
don't
it.
see an order, and I'm just like, who's next? Okay, so Arata's gonna grab his gun.
Okay.
He's shoot.
Okay, you are shooting a ranged
Right.
weapon in melee. You're gonna have to roll at disadvantage.
Okay, actually no. Then
You do have a sword.
I do have a sword. This is my draft house build, not my bash build. So he has a sword. So he takes his sword and does
Yeah,
a
no,
swat.
that hits. What is your dex bonus? Are you using dex or strength for this? Because I'm assuming you're using rapier.
Dex.
Yeah, okay. You
Dex.
stab it, and it explodes in this cloud of viscous black liquid, and it gets all over your sword, it gets all over you, it gets all over anyone standing next to you as well, and it smells disgusting. But the
I
thing's
imagine
dead.
Frank is nearby.
Hey, at least he's wearing black, am I right?
You get the feeling this isn't gonna wash out very easily.
Finger gun, haha.
Frank sort of looks back at that sort of thing that once was the that two-headed creature and says, "Well, that was delightfully disgusting."
I'm so
Sockhop.
glad I'm on the other side of the
At
room.
least you're not covered in this goop.
I'm so glad I'm
just
on the
kinda
other
like-
side of the room.
Sockhop closes his mouth because he was going to shoot an Eldritch Blast as usual.
As you do.
Yep, as you do.
Oh god. Because by the way, he shoots his Eldritch Blast from his mouth. I don't know where his hand.
Pokemon.
I do
Adorable.
not know where
The
his
more
hand.
I hear, the more I love Sockhop.
Unlike the other guy, who, unlike Frank, which is like when you hear more about him, the more disgusted you are.
Yeah, I love Frank. Don't even. I love Frank.
Arata, can Arata just pick up Sockhop and place them on his head?
Yes,
I mean, if
you
you
are
want to
allowed.
get Sockhop covered in thick, viscous black fluid that smells disgusting, sure.
You're allowed to do it, but I'd just like to say, Sockhop's fur is pure white.
Yeah, which is why I said it.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Arata thinks about doing it because he just loves Sockhop so much. And then he's just like, wait, no.
Alright.
So, while you
Karma's
guys are...
actually gonna come over and... Go ahead.
Carry on.
Karma was gonna go poke at the goo and see what was going on, see if he could figure out anything about where it came from, other than, now dead doggy thing.
Yeah, and Frank is going to help.
So, Karma, you are proficient with Forgery Kit. You are fairly well knowledgeable in the kind of materials you need to forge documents. You poke at it, and it takes you a second. And you realize this is ink. This is very thick, very fine ink, but ink nonetheless.
And does Frank need to roll anything?
I mean, if Frank wants to try and identify it without being told, then yes, but if
Yes,
Karma is
that
going
is
Karma
what-
to say. But...
Sockhop licks the ink off of Arata's foot.
I need you to
No,
roll another
no,
con save, 'cause
nuh-uh.
that's gross.
So, what do I roll?
No, you don't know where that's been.
Go ahead and roll an investigation, Frank. Sockhop, go ahead and roll your Constitution save.
Sobbing.
Oh no.
11.
Oh no, Chief. Oh my goodness. Neither of you are getting good rolls today, huh? Frank, you still don't really know what this is. Sockhop, you take... Oh no. I can't believe you're making me do this. You take 3 points of poison damage and feel nauseous.
Sockhop, no!
Yes.
Frank sort of looks...
Seeing that, Karma is just actively going to pick him up and just put him on his shoulder like,
You're staying here. You're not eating anything else. Don't eat.
Yeah,
Don't eat.
Sockhop's face kind of scrunches in a bit, which is fun because he already has a pretty small face.
Tessa just goes, oh, don't do that, and casts Healing Word on you. I forget how much the modifier for that is, but I'm pretty sure it'll heal you all anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frank,
Yeah,
like,
you get healed. you get healed of that poison damage.
Frank sort of looks to his companions and says, "Now, what in the world was that?"
It's made out of ink, that's for sure. Like,
Damn,
isn't that like you guys' blood or something?
Not exactly, Frank says as he shows his wireframe arm. I am made of real kind materials.
Yeah, well, you're weird. It's the regular tunes that are made out of ink. And that's like blood. There's blood everywhere here now. You ate blood, Sockhop.
Indeed.
Sockhop looks content with this knowledge.
Tessa, you watch Tessa just swipe some ink off the floor and run it through her fingers before her face suddenly... Ugh, and she, quickly wipes it off on the stairs. That was desecrated. Whatever is up there, whatever created that is unholy.
Cool.
Indeed.
It's a monster dog made out of ink that exploded. It was pretty obviously some kind of unholy mess there.
No, I mean... It was an aberration, and it is using my deity's temple as a home base. We need to stop whatever is happening here.
Well, in any case, we should move forward. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I mean, unless we want to just go away and pretend this didn't happen, we can do that.
This is the temple.
and Karma's being
My
kind
deity's
of a
no
joke,
option.
but he's
We're getting
totally serious
paid.
under the hat.
Say
Wait,
again,
what?
one at a time?
We came all the way to help somebody. We're not just billing right now.
Fine. Whatever. We can clear the
Yes.
temple, I guess. Yay.
Yes, we are going forward.
Sockhop uses prestidigitation to make sparkles appear around him, as in an affirmation, just like, yes, I will help.
Tessa gives you all
You are
a
too
very
precious to
thankful
live.
smile, and hefts her longsword. I suppose we travel up then.
Indeed.
Rather directly at the cop, and he's not to be over dramatic or anything, but I would lay down my life for you.
Sockhop can only stare back at him.
Glad we're on the same page. Let's go.
So you roll her
Charge into the death.
Yes, up the stairs.
Alrighty. Are you going particularly stealthy, or are you just all just traipsing up there?
Can I roll
Well,
stealth?
Karma is most definitely stealthing.
Can I roll stealth?
If you want to roll stealth, go ahead and roll stealth.
I will
Guess who has
hide, especially with the fact that I'm tiny.
Sockhop rolls stealth with advantage as well, because you're not actually walking, you're on someone's shoulder.
I keep
As long as-
doing. There you go. Thanks. Advantage.
Jesus
Yay!
Christ, Sockhop. Honestly, that scans though.
That's my still.
Alrighty. Karma, are you rolling stealth?
Unnatural 20.
Dirty 20?
I rolled a 14 earlier, just before the picture.
Oh,
I can
right,
roll it
okay.
again if you like.
No, it's okay. So, as a group, you all manage to cover for each other, and you make your way up the stairs remarkably quietly.
Karma, do you have any? Are you wearing like anything like a scarf?
I do have a hood, yes.
Sockhop is in that hood now.
Parma is trying not to melt, but like he's melting a little.
Entirely valid.
Quite adorable. Is it not?
Oh, look at Genie just goes, how come I never get any of that? And Genie just looks back at him.
Aww.
Frank sort of whispers, well, that is certainly very cute.
So, as you all get to the top of the stairs, there's another door. This one opens far more easier than the first one, thankfully. The hinges on this one have clearly been oiled sometime recently. But as you open it, the rogues of the group making sure you don't creak the hinges, you will look in and you see... It's hard to describe what you're seeing other than a ritual of some kind. There's a magic circle on the ground written in the same black ink as the death dog was made of. And the room it's dark and lit by candles that burn with what can only be described as an anti-glow. The flames themselves are a deep, rich black, but they somehow give off light. You're not quite sure how it works, but it looks cool as shit. And,
Frank is certainly impressed by
Oh shit, that's fucking messed up, dude.
Yeah.
Frank checked to see what exactly this whole ritual is going on. Like, Arcana check.
Hold on. I'm still explaining. In the middle of the room, holding a thick tome, it's a humanoid shape. Wearing what looks to be just regular clothes. It kind of clashes with the whole mysterious ritual vibe. But you look closer and you can see his skin is unnaturally white, as are his clothes. His hair is the same dark black as the ink. And as he looks up, his eyes are as well. He gives you this kind of annoyed look and goes, well, you killed my aberration. I'm not happy about that.
Yeah, I'm not happy about getting covered in ink either, buddy.
Sockhop really wants to eat that fire.
And Frank's like, well, it's not our fault that it decided to attack us.
You send something to eat people. Don't be too surprised if they, don't let themselves get eaten. So, what you got going on here? Like, what the hell are you doing?
You got about,
Why are you?
about like 5 minutes to yourself.
He just kind of glances over the lot of you, not looking particularly impressed, until his eyes stop on Tessa. So, you've come to reclaim your temple, have you?
Arata protectively stands in front of Tessa.
And so does Frank.
Tessa will...
Karma is not stepping in front of her, but he is pulling his bow.
Tessa will put a hand on Arata's shoulder, but step out. And both Karma and Arata, you notice that although she looks very brave, her hands are shaking. She is very scared right now. So she steps out from behind all of you, gripping her long sword and her shield, and she goes, "You will not use this place as your unholy base anymore." He just laughs at her. Just laughs. Long and loud and
Is there a joke I'm
grating.
missing, buddy? Did I miss a joke or something? Because I'm laughing.
Mayhap Sockhop shoot an Eldritch Blast prematurely at him.
Frank sort of stops Sockhop from attacking and says, "You know that is very quite rude. Why don't you use some other place for your rituals rather than use it here?"
He stops laughing and looks at you all. His teeth, you notice now, are almost filed to points. He goes,
Oh, look at Edgelord over here with the sharp teeth.
he goes,
There ya.
"Pitiful cleric of Prismatone, and your weakling friends. This is the most use this temple has seen in centuries. Face it, your goddess is dead." And then his face twists into this unnatural snarl, more teeth than should fit in his mouth coming into view. "For your insolence,
Yummy.
soon you will be as well." Roll initiative.
Yummy teeth.
Yeah.
Buddy, not impressive.
Oh hey, someone got two people got higher than
That's
Karma.
funny.
That's amazing.
There's 2 nat 20s in a row.
Oh shit, yeah. Tessa, what's supposed? Holy crap, that's 3 nat 20s! Alright, so. Let's see here. Arata, roll me a d2. That's a d21.
That was the wrong one. That's a 2.
Alright, so, this cultist actually goes first. And then it's Arata. And then, we have 2 22s as well. So it's actually going to be Tessa next. And then it will be Sockhop. And after that, we have... Wow, Karma's actually really low in the initiative order. That's surprising. And then we have Frank.
I can roll badly and still do
Yeah!
high,
that's
but
nuts.
if I roll badly, I'm still not high.
And where is Frank in the initiative order?
Frank is at the bottom, unfortunately.
Certainly is slow.
So, let's see here. The cultist pulls out this rod and makes a motion like cracking a whip, and the ink that makes up the circle flashes and then engulfs the room in darkness. I need you all to roll wisdom saving throws.
Hey, I have advantage on those.
Nice. Oh my god, okay. Oh no!
Why?
That's a 2, sorry. Well,
Frank, I need a wisdom saving throw.
Well,
Oh no!
I'm getting to it. And
Okay.
Misfortune has punished my hubris.
Yeah. I actually need to check something. Oh, that was so close. Okay. So. Oh boy. Karma, you feel the ink wash over you, and it strikes a chord deep within you, something primal, and you feel the almost overwhelming urge to flee, but you manage to just barely fight back against it. But the rest of you aren't so lucky.
oh, is this fear?
Yeah, it's fear.
Yeah.
You are now frightened. You drop whatever you are holding, and you must take the dash action away from the cultist on your turn.
So I may be still in Karma's hood, and I may
Oh
be
no.
maybe cowering against Karma's Karma's neck.
Oh baby.
I need to
Maybe.
double check a thing. Okay, that doesn't come into effect yet. Awesome. So, it's now Arata. It is now your turn. You must take the dash action and move away from the cultist, which means in this case you're running down the stairs.
Ah, fuck. So, yeah, I'm doing that. Do I roll again?
At the end of your turn, you roll... Let me double check. You roll another wisdom saving throw. Actually, no you don't. Because you run down the stairs, you can no longer see the cultist, so you are free from the fear spell.
Well, that
Damn
worked.
You just hear Arata yell from the distance.
Okay.
That is the turn roll, by the way.
Okay.
Was Sockhop in Karma's hood or Arata's hood?
Karma.
Karma's.
Karma's.
Good to know. Okay, so Tessa managed to not even be necessarily that affected by the fear spell. Fucking 26. Tessa is not happy at that, and is going to run in and try and cast Inflict Wounds. We shall see how well this goes.
You can do it, Tessa. We believe in you.
That's a 24. That hits. How many
You believe
dice
very
is this?
hard.
Oh, crap. Let's actually do the command properly, shall we? Oh, nice! Alright, fair enough. Oh boy. Oh crap, he has to make a save for this, doesn't he? What is 16 divided by 2? Is it 8?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nope. 20 plus, what's your con mod? So many rolls! Okay, no, that's fine. You guys are still afraid. Sad times.
Sad boy hours.
Tessa is very much infuriated now. Sockhop, it is your turn.
I can't really run because I'm still in Karma's hood, so I'm definitely going to cower in Karma's hood.
Alright, make your wisdom save.
Okay.
Doesn't make it,
12.
unfortunately. You are still afraid.
Yeah, he's just going to now like dive deeper into the hood.
Baby.
Karma, it is your turn.
Well,
Karma,
first
you
off,
feel-
Karma can tell that Sockhop is squirming around back there and shivering in terror. Karma is going to reach up and draw angry eyebrows on himself with his sequin scales. And then he's going to Hunter's Mark and shoot this guy.
Alright, go ahead.
by the way,
I will
fun-
say he has half cover because Tessa is stood in front of him and whacked him with a fist of necrotic power.
Fun fact.
Can I take like 3 steps to the left and
Sure.
do that? Excellent.
Sockhop is so scared his hat fell off and it's on the floor now.
Oh no! I feel really bad now.
The angry eyebrows just got even darker and bigger.
Oh! Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Boy.
Okay. No, that's the wrong one.
That was the right
Oops.
one.
No, wait, that's the...
You're only adding your dex modifier, so that's 4 damage.
Yeah, sorry, I was looking for
That's fine.
the that guy there.
8 damage in
So.
total. Alrighty. Cool. Frank, it is your turn. You are afraid. You must take the dash action to run away.
Frank sort of just stumbles down the stairs as he's like, "What terror! What terror!" As he just sort of like fumbles and tumbles down the stairs. Should I make a dexterity saving roll?
If you want to do it for flavor, go ahead. Alright, you trip, and you fall, and you tumble down those last few stairs, but you're relatively unharmed. However, that does break your line of sight. That does break your line of sight on the cultist, and you are no longer afraid. However, anything you were holding...
Can I roll to catch him?
Yeah, go
Right.
ahead! Roll a dexterity check as your reaction. You try to catch him. You end up getting underneath him just in time to cushion his fall. So you are now both on the ground.
Fortunately, Frank wasn't holding anything, and he's
Neither
just
of you are
like,
afraid though. Finger guns. So back up to the top of the round now.
Sorry, dude.
That is our cultist's turn. We're going to go with the greatsword because he's right there. Yep, that'll hit. That will definitely hit Tessa.
Ouch.
That owie. That's 13 points damage on Tessa. And Tessa also needs to make a charisma save for something that I am very glad I made. Oh
no.
She has proficiency in that, that's fine. It's not fine! Oh no!
Oh dear. Fine.
Instant-
Just say,
Instant
roll
karma!
Is it a spell of any kind?
It
What's
is
hap-
not. Unfortunately.
Damn, I can't counterspell.
Nope, it is not. That's the entirely wrong sheet as well that I'm looking at. Oh, I got so many sheets open! Oh no, bro! Okay.
This ain't too
Well,
good,
that's
bro.
not great! Okay. Karma, you see the greatsword cut through Tessa's defense rather easily, but strangely she, like, gasps and stumbles a bit, and you see what looks to be this black, brackish mist kind of float away from her, and she doesn't look well for a moment. She looks pained, but it looks like a pain that's more than physical.
Oh boy.
Don't like that. Don't like that at all.
Alright.
Arata, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna stand up. I dashed, so that's what?
That is, you have a movement speed of 30, I believe?
30.
Yeah. So you ran down the stairs and then basically out to the base of the fountain. You would have to dash to get back up to the doorway again. However,
Okay, I'm gonna-
being that you are, actually, let me double check before I say anything. Nope, you can't do that. You don't have levels in Rogue. You would have to use your action to dash to get back up to the doorway to get within line of sight again to aim any kinds of attacks.
Okay, shoot. Help counts as an action.
You actually ran further! I forgot! Your Dread Ambusher increases your walking speed by 10 feet. So you're actually 80 feet away! Yeah.
Red? What?
Oh, no, wrong sheet. never mind.
That's me.
Wrong sheet, sorry.
Yeah,
You do actually have
I'm
enough
the ranger.
levels. Sorry, I've got like 12 tabs open at the moment. You do actually have enough levels in Rogue to do the cunning action, so you could bonus action dash to get up back to attacking position.
Okay. So I want to bonus action dash, and I want to get in a position where I won't be able to. I won't hit Tessa. And actually, let me check something real quick.
I mean, that's fairly easy to do. You just take 3 steps to the right. So you're almost in... You and Karma are almost flanking the doors. Almost.
Okay. So, how far away is the cultist?
Second?
How far away is the cultist?
Not far. The entire room is maybe 80 feet across, and he's a little further back than halfway, so 50 feet.
Okay, see, Arata's thought process is, this guy looks like he uses ink and is made of ink. Ink is flammable. I want to firebolt that thing.
Sure. Go ahead and roll.
I need to find my bonuses.
You are...
Remind me,
Oh, you're
do I-
an, yeah, you're an int caster, so your spell attack bonus is 4.
Okay. Do I add dex to that?
No,
Since it's
because
ready, or-
because this is a spell attack,
Okay.
you make it using your spellcasting ability, which for you is intelligence,
Okay.
so it's a +4 attack bonus.
Yeah, I just always get that mixed up, so
That's
anyway.
Doesn't
Shit.
hit. That does not hit, unfortunately.
I can do magic! Whoosh.
Fuck, dude, you sure can.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. So, it is Tessa next. Tessa is... Ow! She's not happy. She's very not happy. So she will use her sword.
Yeah, sword!
Hell yeah!
Yeah!
That
Nice.
hits.
Yeah!
Nice.
5 points of damage. Nice, we take that. She will also bonus actually hitting word herself because... Ow!
Mm-hmm.
I forget how much healing word is. It's D4. 3. Cool. So, Sockhop, it is your turn.
Wait, it's my turn? Whoops.
Yes.
Sorry, I spaced out.
I wanted to Discord
Sorry.
change that. I was like,
Sorry, I spaced out.
It's alright.
What? Okay, so,
you can't.
since
run
I'm
anywhere,
still in
unfortunately.
fear, Sockhop is just gonna cry.
Oh. Go ahead and make your wisdom save. Yay! You made it! You managed to shrug off the
God.
fear. You managed to shrug off the
Yay.
fear.
Oh god. Oh, that's not fun. I don't like that. Poor Sockhop.
Yeah, I feel
This is
really
my child
bad.
now. I'm sorry.
I feel really bad. But Karma, it is your turn.
Karma is about as close to a rage as a non-barbarian can get at this point because tiny Fluffy is crying on the back of his neck. And he can't do a whole lot other than shoot the guy, so he's going to shoot him very hard.
Go for it.
Good.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll
Yeah.
your damage and your Hunter's Mark and Sneak Attack. You'd have to roll them separately.
I was hoping. That's not bad.
So
And
that
he's just
is
gonna-
5 plus 4 plus your Sneak Attack. So no, roll another d6.
Ooh. Ooh, nice.
9.
And 5 more. And he's just gonna reach back and pat the back of his neck like,
It's okay, little guy. We gotcha. We gotcha.
So, Karma, how do you want to do this?
oh! Well, I mean, he's got a bow, so he can't do a whole lot other than shoot him straight through the face.
Oh crap, okay.
So,
Say
Karma
something
just-
badass.
Karma is just pinning him to the wall. Like, do not mess with the little guy. Because he is very, very protective of Sockhop now, somehow.
Honestly, valid. I am as well. I feel really bad, Sockhop. I'm sorry. So you shoot him, and unfortunately he doesn't quite go through his face. He moves just enough, but you get him through the shoulder and get him into the wall, and he screams out in pain before going limp. Just pinned to the wall by the arrow. He's down. He's unconscious.
Oh, sick.
Good.
Tessa wastes no time in quickly scratching lines through the magic circle to stop whatever ritual he was about to do.
And Frank is just sort of heaving his way up the stairs, sort of just as he sort of holds his back painful, and as he tries to straighten his back up, it's bent a bit, but he's trying to make himself straight.
Valid.
Just crunching up the stairs.
Sockhop is gonna hop out of the hood and try to pick up his hat, but being that he has no hands, it is very difficult to put on the hat.
Arata walks over and puts the hat back on Sockhop's head.
Sockhop bless
Yeah, he
you.
sort of helps sort of arrange it so it looks nice on Sockhop.
I love how this whole party has just adopted him.
Tessa
Sockhop is gonna-
walks over, kind of holding her side a bit. You can see there's still, black lines running up the side of her neck, like veins. And she looks a little bit weaker than usual. But she walks over and she, gently pats Sockhop. Thank you all for the help.
Anybody got lesser restoration?
Are you alright, dear? You look
I'm
worse
a
for
ranger. I shoot people. That's all I do.
Sockhop can really do is mend whatever was broken on, so he's going to summon out his mage hand and try to hop onto Tessa and try to fix whatever nicks are in her armor.
There's a gash running along the edge of her breastplate where she got cut by the greatsword.
Yeah, Sockhop is going to land on the armor and try to mend it as much as he can.
Aw. Yeah, are you using mending to do this?
Yes.
Alright, so you take a minute. The gash itself, thankfully, is just under a foot, so it does manage to seal up, and the leather restores itself. Yeah, Tessa, surprisingly, unlike other clerics, is actually just wearing leather armor, not heavy chainmail or platemail or whatever. But
jeez.
she will attempt to cast Lesser Restoration on herself, but it has no effect. Whatever this effect is, it's sticking.
Arata does not like that.
Does not like that.
Where's Lesser Restoration?
Is this something you're gonna have to go back to your home temple and get someone better at this to fix?
I have
Is
a
this-
sneaking suspicion it will be something that can fix with a rest. Thank you all for your concern, though.
And Frank is going to go to the cultist and cast Earthen Grasp on to hold him.
He's
The
already
whole-
down!
Yeah, Yeah, but we just want to make sure. He hurt.
Okay. I
He hurt our friend.
I would recommend that you search his unconscious body before you wrap him up in the earthen grasp.
Okay, so
Yeah, just gonna do a quick pat down.
Solid
Frank is
Friskin.
going to do that.
Go ahead and roll investigation. Nice! Alright, Arata, you find, obviously, his sword. You can sense that it's... Poor Frank, dude. Poor Frank.
Not having a good day.
No, it's just not your day, dude. But, Arata, you obviously find his greatsword dropped from where he got shot into the wall. You can feel that well, you can see from that investigation check that it's a very finely crafted sword. You get the feeling that if you were to use it, your attacks would be slightly better than average. The same with his armor. It's very, very finely crafted leather armor. You also find that the necklace that he was wearing underneath his scarf is a magical item, as is his boots and his rod. You also find 15 gold.
Could I, Frank goes over to see the necklace and rod and says, "Could I possibly take a look at those?"
It's just, as like, sure. I'm assuming you're doing an Arcana check. Arata's gonna hold it out
Yeah.
for you to check.
Arcana, or
Yeah.
if you have the identify spell.
Arcana.
Okay.
This guy was loaded for bear.
It's
Yeah.
not-
Anybody want a great sword?
Wait,
Sockhop.
before you do that Arcana check, oh wait, no, Bless doesn't work on... Dang it, never mind. Tessa was gonna cast Bless on you.
Do you have guidance? Does she have guidance? Damn.
Go ahead and roll again. I'm gonna give you advantage on this one, because you are a sorcerer and you're familiar with magic items.
Sockhop
no.
hops into a boot.
It takes you a moment to place it. Sockhop actually manages to identify the rod before you, because the rod is a +1 Rod of the Pact Keeper, which is a warlock item. But you figure out that the boots are boots of Elvenkind, and the necklace is a periapt of wound closure.
Interesting. As Frank sort of holds the necklace in his hands.
Sockhop stares at the rod and in like with puppy eyes.
So, just
Arata hands the rod over to Sockhop.
Just in summary, you have the Boots of Elvenkind, the +1 Greatsword, +1 Leather Armor, the Periapt of Wound Closure, and the +1 Rod of the Pact Keeper, and then 15 gold to split between the 5 of you.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Okay.
So, could you give me the stats of the necklace?
The Periapt of Wound Closure? I can indeed. Just give me 1 second. So that's the Periapt of Wound Closure, Boots of Elvenkind is there, and then there we go. And then this is the Rod of the Pact Keeper.
I have a question. What was used to make the ritual circle, by the way?
Ink. There's a pack lying against the far wall. It's open. You can take a glance in, and there's just a whole bunch of ink.
Mayhaps I lick.
No, bad. Child does not like the
Tessa
ink.
will, with her 17 passive perception, will see you head over there and dive for the bag and close it before you can lick.
And
Karma is just diving with her and just scooping up the Sockhop. Like,
Nope, you are staying over here. Over here. You
Okay.
do not go near things.
yeah, and Frank sort of puts the necklace over his, and Frank puts the necklace on on himself and says, "So, how does it look on me?" says Frank in a joking manner.
It clashes greatly with your stop motion self, being that it is a cell shaded necklace. But you managed to pull it off somehow.
It looks nice.
Yeah.
Anybody have a great sword?
The red crystals sort of radiate well with the dark purple.
So there's the boots of Elvenkind left, there's a +1 leather armor, and there's a +1 greatsword left.
I kind of want Arata to have the +1 armor.
+1 armor.
That's a good idea. Sockhop cannot wear that armor. It is too big. And also Sockhop has mage armor.
Karma will be more than happy to take those boots.
Alright. So, write it down on your sheets then. You also all get
Okay.
3 gold, because that's 15 divided by 5.
Nice.
Tessa is slightly hesitant as she takes the greatsword that's still kind of stained with her blood, but she takes it nonetheless, because it's the reigning item.
Indeed. Now you wield that sword for the sake of colors. And I wield this necklace for the sake of the hand.
Listen, I'm just glad we just got to steal from that guy. Like,
Yeah.
Speaking
And
of
Frank-
which,
Yeah, that guy was
speaking
was
of which,
unpleasant.
Did you guys manage to earthen grasp him yet?
Yes, Frank is going to do that.
Okay, well, you all hear him go, "God damn it," and then whisper a word in arcane language and teleport 30 meters, no, 30 feet away from you all, and he starts running.
Counterspell. Counterspell.
Arata,
Frank is going to cast...
What level counterspell?
Being that I am a warlock, it is a level 3 counterspell. By default.
You know what? Yeah, that'll do it then. He whispers this word in arcane language. Nothing happens. He goes, shouts a
Sockhop
word in
just kind
Cloax,
of
then just starts trying to run.
Arata takes out his gun and he points directly
Frank
at
is going-
him, and he goes, "Don't fucking move,
He's
or I will
keeping
pop
going.
you with lead."
He's keeping
Frank-
going.
All right, I'm gonna fire. He's going to fire.
Frank
Go
is going
ahead
to...
and- Go ahead and try and do it.
Frank is going to cast
Yeah,
Maximilian...
So Arata, you just take casual aim, and as he gets to the doorway, you shoot and you take out his kneecap. He goes, "Ah!" falls to the floor, whereupon the ground around him just comes up in a pair of hands that clamp down and hold him in place.
No, like, behold, the power that is the clutch of the hand. How
Behold
do
the
you like-
power that is my blood.
Karma's just gonna stroll on up to him and just like,
That didn't work as well as you thought it would, did it?
What?
Sockhop is just gonna pull out a party popper. And then, like,
I need Arata to make a wisdom save.
Oh shit. Oh wait, I have advantage on that.
Sockhop pulls out a party popper and then pops the party popper.
Not looking good, boys.
Oh, no! Yeah, okay. You take... How much damage do you take from this? Okay. You take 6 points of psychic damage as he curses you out in deep speech.
Oh, I resist psychic.
Okay, so you take 3 points of psychic damage as he curses you out in deep speech.
and Karma's gonna actually kneel down and just cover his mouth like,
I don't think you're supposed to be saying that in front of kids.
He will attempt to bite you. He doesn't have proficiency in
No,
this.
I took out your.
That's an 8.
Stop trying.
So he attempts to bite your fingers, but you just let me pat him on the face and he flinches back.
I would like... Sockhop is gonna go over there, and we're gonna pop off my last spell slot, because I'm a warlock, we're gonna do a calm emotions.
Okay, what's the
Ooh.
save for that?
You roll to find out.
I mean, I could just look on Tessa's sheet. She also has calm emotions.
Yeah, but we're not the same. I'm different.
Calm emotions, charisma saving throw. Alright. I think he has proficiency in these. Yeah! Does an 18 work?
Damn.
Sad times. Yeah. Okay, the calm emotions has no effect. He's still cursing you all out in muffled deep speech.
Okay, Arata is gonna walk over and step on the gun wound.
The gun wound that is currently hidden under the hands of Earth that are holding him in place.
Oh, fuck, that's right. He just kind of looks over to, Frank, and he goes, hey, real quick, can you get those hands to push down on the gunshot wound?
Frank obliges as the hand sort of like slightly adds some pressure.
Karma is grinning a little. He has found his people.
Tessa looks horrified, by the way.
Mayhaps, Sockhop can intimidate.
Stop trying, dude. You lost.
Can I try to intimidate him?
Tessa looks horrified. She's like, what? No, stop, all of you!
Can Sockhop intimidate him, please?
Please!
Okay, I'm gonna roll for it, and I'm gonna see what happens. 10.
I'm gonna give you advantage on that, because he's being basically tortured by everyone else. That's a 16.
16. Okay, so you know what happens? Sockhop casts a message to him, and what he hears in his head is, "The gods do not like what you have done."
And Frank sort of assists in this
He
by
looks
giving
fearful.
him
Nobody else can hear it. Only he can hear Sockhop's
Yes,
thought.
He
I
looks
under-
genuinely terrified of this tiny little puffball. To which Tessa responds by like pushing people out of the way and standing over him and going, "Whoa! No! He's down, we defeated him, you don't need to do this!"
Sockhop just
Yeah,
stares
he
at
had
her
to
with
run
no
away.
Like,
He tried to run
I
away.
mean-
He could face the consequences of his actions like
has faced
anybody
them.
else.
You shot him
Even
in the
down,
shoulder,
he was
you shot him in
hurting.
the leg! The battle is
and
over!
he ran away.
Yeah, he tried
It
to run
certainly
away.
is.
Okay,
He's
Fine.
not able to run anymore. He is pinned to the floor by the floor. Alright? Enough.
okay. Rod takes a deep breath, and he walks over to in front of the cultist, and he kneels down to get eye level, and he goes, "Okay,
You would
I don't
have
like
to-
you."
You'd have to climb over the cultist, because he's currently being held by the floor, on the floor, in the middle of the doorway.
Okay,
So you
can I
kind
do
of,
that as
like,
an acrobatics
Yeah, go ahead.
Just climb over his face. I accidentally steps on his face. Oops, my bad. Did I do that?
Guess who gave Arata expertise in acrobatics?
18, alright. If you've ever seen the Office bloopers, where Chris Pratt goes and gets the briefcase, and like hops over the bench, is like, oh yeah! You do that, but you intentionally just kick him in the face a little bit. As you do. So you can now go kneel in front of him.
Okay. We all hate what you did here, and I guess you don't, and some of us don't want to make this any worse for you. You're going to tell us how we're going to fix what you did here, or I might leave you to the mercy of my associates here.
And Frank sort of
Karma.
assists with an intimidating grin. Like,
Yeah, Karma's over here just like.
Sockhop is bouncing happily.
Unfortunately, Frank, you are behind him at the moment. You can't see him. He
yes,
can't see
but
you.
yes, but Frank is going to try and move in front of him.
Go ahead and make your acrobatics check.
Sockhop is just being cute right now. Sockhop looks up at Tessa just like, I didn't do anything wrong. But he doesn't say anything.
You attempt to pull off the same slick, casual vault over, but you get stuck and then you slide back into the room. You don't get over.
Yes, Frank sort of
Okay,
dusts
dude,
himself off before sort of looking intimidatingly at the cultist.
The backside of the cultist.
So Arata, he looks scared, but still somewhat defiant. And he like tries to spit in your face a little bit before going, "This is not the last you will see of Stark Drew. My ink creatures will take over the world."
Yeah, I got Firebolt and ink is flammable. Try that again.
He kind of just slumps a little bit.
Yeah, Sockhop is just gonna mage hand his way over there, and he's just gonna sit on his shoulder, and that's just all he does.
On Arata's shoulder or on Stark's shoulder?
The cultist guy. He's
Alright,
just
so
sitting there.
you just pop down on the hand that is currently still covering Drew's shoulder. He glances up at you as much as his position on the floor will allow, and you all can see, he is clearly more terrified of the tiny puffle than anyone else in the room.
As it should be.
As it should be.
This is correct.
Terrified of a little puffball.
As it should be. Arata's he's going to say again, so, I'm gonna reiterate what I said. You're going to tell us how we fix this, or these guys are going to have a field day with you.
Go ahead and roll intimidation with advantage. That's a 21. All right.
Modified 21.
He continues to look almost defiantly up at you, keeping glancing at Sockhop on his shoulder before just going, I didn't do anything. You interrupted me before it could start. You already killed my aberration. There's nothing else here.
Can everyone say?
Can I
go
insight
ahead.
that?
Anyone who wants to insight check that, go ahead and insight check that.
Yes, I would like to insight that.
I guess everyone's just insight checking this, huh?
No!
Karma, you got no clue. Alright.
$16.
Alright,
21.
yeah, so Tessa and Sockhop and Arata, Frank, you make an insight check too? Hazard?
I'm trying.
You can do it, Hazard. We believe
You
in you.
got this!
Yeah.
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 Honestly, the hardest part of this is over. Oof.
No!
Oof.
Oof.
Damn, we didn't believe hard enough.
So Tessa and Sockhop and Arata, you can all tell he's telling the truth. Karma, you're inherently suspicious of him just because of everything he's done and the fact that he's scared Sockhop. You're still quite mad about that. And Frank, you're just not sure how to read him.
Because I'm currently looking at his backside.
Yeah, because you're currently looking at his butt.
Well, you can't. It's a bit difficult to get some insight when you're looking at the back of someone's head.
Mm.
Maybe a little.
Tessa, at this point, will step in and go, Alright, I believe we should continue with what we originally came here for. if the rest of you want to go and try and find any items you think can be restored by myself and my family, I would greatly
Right.
appreciate it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Also, by this point, Frank, you feel the spell coming to its full duration, and the hands retreat back into the floor, leaving Drew just lying there. He doesn't make a move to get up. Sockhop, you managed to hop off back onto your mage hand in time to avoid being just spilled onto the floor.
so to make, while everybody's gonna go search, I'm gonna stay with him and just stare at him.
Tessa will
Karma's
also
actually
stay
gonna
with him.
tie him up just in case.
Fair enough.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with how law works in Inkwell. Do we call the police?
I mean, pretty sure they're not going to be able to get in here.
We should take him back to my family. They will be able to help fix anything he has done outside of this place, and they will best be able to find a way to bring him to justice.
Okay, as long as we're not dealing with the police.
Mood.
So, anyone who's
Look,
looking
man,
for
I've
items,
been
roll an
talking
investigation
to you
check.
for a long story.
If the cultists show any sign of defiance,
No.
Sockhop opens his mouth.
Sockhop,
Shit.
when you... oof.
Oh!
When Sockhop jumped off to avoid being spilled onto the floor, you landed right in front of him. He knows you're there. He's too scared to do anything.
Okay,
Oof.
because I was about to say.
Hazard,
I was about to
how
say, if
many
he shows
nat
any
ones has that been?
if he shows any sign of defiance, Sockhop will open his mouth and ready his Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's been
It
trapped.
really is hard to look
He's
at
bleeding
someone.
in pain, and he's got this tiny puffball who has terrified him, sat right in front of him, and he's very scared right now. He's very scared right now. He wants to go home.
Sockhop is just prestidigitation, using prestidigitation to like make hearts appear around him.
That actually scares him even worse.
I love Sockhop so much.
Alright, was
Okay,
that
so-
21 for investigation check, Arata?
Yes.
Alright, so... the DC for this isn't that high! You guys just rolled 2s! Arata, you... You look around, and there's plenty of items, especially when you go into the side rooms on the ground floor. You manage to find, like, bronze and stone braziers, some holy books that have managed to survive this long, miscellaneous, somewhat tarnished from time, holy symbols, various different cloths that have managed to survive without crumbling to dust. You find plenty of items able to be restored.
As he's looking over these, he's calling Tessa over, trying to confirm, like, hey, do you think this can be saved? Whatever.
And Frank also sees that Tesla is being called over and joins the group there.
Yeah, Tessa would confirm whether or not an item is able to be restored. You guys managed to make a sizable collection at the end of it, which Tessa packs away into a bag of holding that she'd brought specifically for this purpose.
This is good.
Yeah, the entire time Karma was just basically picking up rocks like,
Is this one good? Is this one good?
Tessa appreciates the effort.
Arata takes a deep breath, and he goes, I'm sorry for going overboard. That was
I'm not.
very reckless of me, and very, it was rightfully terrifying. I am sorry.
Tessa looks pensive for a moment before putting a hand on your shoulder with a small smile. And she goes, I have not been outside my family's home for a long time yet. Perhaps I was being too stifling. You have my apologies as well.
This is true. Most families of religious blood are usually stuck in our homes. That's the same with me. I was stuck in my home as well until you brought me into this journey.
And
See-
I'm glad I did, my friend.
See, my problem is that I'm used to dealing with people sort of like this, and by default, I do not like them, so...
That's very understandable, honestly.
Honestly, he scared the puffball. I'm all for killing him.
We're not going to kill him. He cannot face justice that way.
I would like to
He
say
scared the
that
puffball.
I would like to say that over by Sockhop, he summoned dancing lights and he combined all the lights to make a second glowy Sockhop.
Oh yeah,
This guy is just passing out terror.
would invoke duplicity, and the duplicate is with Sockhop at the same time.
I love this so much.
So, you all manage to gather enough items that Tessa is happy with what they have. It takes slightly longer to get back than it did to get there, because you're also
You know-
carting...
Steal anything.
Say again?
Jeannie, no, stop trying to take stuff. Stop.
Yeah, so it takes you slightly longer to get back than it did to get there, because you're carting a tied-up cultist along with you. But when you return back to the household of House Vox, you are met out front by Tessa's parents. Lady Chromata Vox and Lord Shade Vox. And they look bemused at the fact you've suddenly gained a party member, and that said party member is looking like he was beat to crap and tied up.
Lady and Lord Vox, Frank says with a bow.
Sup. Arata holds up a peace sign.
Yo.
Tessa quickly has a discussion with her parents in Celestial. And her father nods before stepping out and holding a hand out to who is dragging Drew along.
I can. Arata.
Alright, he'll hold
It's
out.
not easy with his twin arms.
Lord Shade will hold out a hand to Arata and go, "We shall take care of him if you will turn him over to us."
Alright. He is pretty dangerous considering what he did in the temple, but
Believe me.
He has a habit of using ink in rituals. Fair warning, Lady Vox.
Yes, my daughter did inform us of this. However, we have measures. And he's wearing a long robe, flowing robe in pastel rainbow colors. And from a sleeve, he just pulls out a thin strip of material, which he then shoves into Drew's mouth and ties around the back of his head. It's just a gag. He just gags him, and then with surprising strength for someone so, like, tall and lithe, he just picks him up, hucks him over his shoulder, and walks back inside.
nice.
Very nice.
And you wonder why the Claywurst and Vox get along so well.
Lady Chromata, like, hides a giggle behind a hand, but Tessa's grinning. So Lady Chromata claps her hands together, and a pair of servants walk out from the house, holding 2 bags each of gold. And you each get one. It contains 25 gold. And she goes, "Thank you very much for your service to our house. We greatly appreciate the effort."
It was my honor, Lady Vox. Frank says with a bow.
Sockhop
Hey, I got
Sockhop uses message on her, and he says, "We are pleased with this donation."
Hey, if you ever need help again, just come find me. Shoot, I don't know where I'm going after this.
If you got a job that pays, I'm always for hire.
Fair. Lady Vox nods and opens her mouth to say something when Tessa suddenly gasps. Her eyes widen. Strangely, you're in an open courtyard at the moment. The sound seems to reverberate around you as if you were back in that temple. Darkness all floods your vision. And the sound fades, leaving you in the quiet and the dark. But
Not terrifying at all.
a small mote of light appears, which brightens into the visage of a man outlined in rainbow colors. His back is turned to you, but you can see he's dressed in a pastel shirt, much like the clothes that Lord and Lady Vox were wearing. His rainbow hair curled into a low ponytail. Strangely, he's leaning heavily on a cane. As if knowing that you're all watching, he turns slightly, just looking over his shoulder, a wicked grin curling across his face. You can't see his eyes, they're shadowed under the fringe of his hair, but he sounds greatly amused.
I assume
Goddamn,
you are watching us.
He just says,
Well, come find me, sweetheart.
as that sound washes over you, the rainbow colors again fill your vision and snap you back to reality. Lady Vox looks surprised and turns to her daughter, who looks shell-shocked.
Arata's making his way to Tesla.
Don't like that.
Are you okay?
Did you all see that?
Indeed, we did.
I did.
Sockhop bounces in affirmation.
Did not like that.
Everyone, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
That was a
Like,
vision.
no offense to you guys, but your whole god thing is weird.
Can I make a check to see if that was indeed the god of colors?
It isn't. I can just tell you that, because House Vox has a fountain in the middle of their courtyard with a statue of Prismatone. And Prismatone is a tall woman with long, flowing robes.
Yes, that
Is it
wasn't Prismatone.
Is
Frank
it possible-
speaks up.
Okay, sorry. Is it possible for me to do an Arcana check?
Sure.
Or-
What are you checking?
I want to know if I might have any sort of idea of this person,
I wouldn't
or at least
say
like
that
what,
that's...
not this person, but like this whole thing, the whole like.
Oh, well,
shebang.
you would hear Tessa go, "I've never shared a vision with people before. That was truly strange."
Yeah, it wasn't super fun on this end either, so yeah, maybe try keeping those to yourself next time.
I apologize. I did not know that would happen. I do not get warning for them. I shall have to think what Prismatone has shown me here.
Are you sure it was Prismatone
I'm certain
this time?
all of my visions start the same way.
With the creepy old dude yelling or
No.
whispering.
No, I mean, a sound catches my attention and then everything goes black before a single mote of light appears to show me what I need to see.
Sockhop is just gonna mage hand to give her a pat on the head.
She gives Sockhop a smile. Well, you will have been paid for your services, and quest is over. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Indeed. Though I do not think this is the last time we'll see each other, Frank says with a bow.
Perhaps not. I hope it is not. I have greatly enjoyed being with you all.
Arata sticks his hands into his pockets, and he kind of thinks for a moment, and he says, if somebody wants you to find them, then I guess that means you're being called for another quest, I guess? So if you ever need help, come find me. I would be more than happy to help you free of charge.
I will. Thank you.
If he's declining pay, next time I'll take his.
Sockhop uses message on her and says, if we are needed, we can be found with our clown family.
I will keep that in mind. Thank you. And that is where we will leave off.
Yay. All right.